G'day, it's Lindsay Waddington.
G'day, it's Jade Hurley.
Hey, welcome to our Q&A.
Hello.
With
Him, me.
Jade Hurley.
Hello.
There you go, mate.
Hello, Watto.
Rightio, let's get into these questions, mate.
Yeah, why not?
What is your favourite musical instrument?
That's very easy. What does it start with? Okay, piano.
Definitely is it?
Yes, it definitely is because it's the one I'm most confident on, and that's a good word at this stage of the musical interview.
What's something you couldn't live without?
Well, once again, probably piano, because that's all I know. That's all I've known all my life, and that started with my mum's influence on me with how I started. And here I am all these years later, and we won't go into exactly the age, but however...
80.
Shut up.
Plus. All I can say is I've just been looking at Christine's face. I hope your piano can wash, iron and clean your house.
I forgot about that.
Moving on. Who is the most famous contact in your phone?
The most famous contact in my phone. Once upon a time, I could say it was Johnny Cash.
You haven't deleted that one, just nobody answers it.
Long gone. That's a long time ago. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. I don't know, probably Lindsay Waddington.
Oh, mate, let's stick with that one.
I tell lies too.
Oh, let's move on from Johnny Cash to Lindsay Waddington. Your career's booming.
Well, there is a similarity because you are both very big extenuations of the human body, male version that is. Thank God for that. And you both play guitar. You play guitar supremely better than Johnny Cash could ever think of.
Well, thank you. What's something you loved as a child?
Very easily. I loved my mum and my dad. I loved my upbringing. Yeah.
If you could spend the day with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
Oh, Johnny O'Keefe again.
Really?
Oh, because he was such an indelible influence on me, and he was a lunatic. He was a madman. He was a genius. He couldn't sing. You ask him, and he'd tell you that. And but he was just Johnny O'Keefe.
Great answer.
Oh, and Johnny Cash.
Yeah, I can see that.
Johnny Cash, and no, there's a third one as well. There's Liberace.
Yep.
Liberace, because of the flamboyance of the man, the persona that he would walk in a room, the room would stop.
What do you enjoy most about being a musician and an artist?
Do you know what? As a musician and as an artist, you walk out on stage and people applaud you.
Yep.
How good is that for a living?
What's your guilty pleasure?
Chinese food.
Yeah?
Chinese food, Thai food, Malaysian food, love laksa, and
Seafood? Seafood laksa?
Love beautiful fresh king prawns. Do you know what my favourite? I make my favourite seafood dish.
Yeah.
You go to your fishmonger.
Yeah.
Person. You buy a kilo of beautiful king prawns.
Yeah.
And you go and buy an iceberg lettuce. You go and buy some tomatoes and you chop them up. You go and buy a couple of onions and you chop them up. And then you go and buy a great big bottle of seafood sauce.
Oh, yeah.
And do you remember years ago when you were a child, you would go to any restaurant and you would order a seafood cocktail?
Yes.
And you don't want to say that in a hurry either.
No, you don't.
But they don't have cocktails anymore. But this is Jade's cocktail. A kilo of king prawns, it's got to be iceberg lettuce, tomato. Did I leave anything out apart from the onion and anything else? Yeah, you can throw in some asparagus and all that sort of. Mix it all up with the seafood sauce. Bingo, the best seafood cocktail you've ever had in your life, and the cheapest.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I actually went to the doctor one time. I had a lettuce growing out my ear.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, mate, that's just the tip of the iceberg."
Yes, nothing's changed. Should I break it to you? You got two?
Lettuce, please.
Let us alone.
First CD or LP or record you ever purchased?
Tammy.
No?
No?
Oh.
Are you serious?
Oh, well.
Tammy by Debbie Reynolds.
Oh, yeah.
I hear the cottonwoods whispering above. Tammy, Tammy, Tammy's in love. That was the first record I bought, followed by All My Love, All My Kissing, You Don't Know It. Buddy Holly and the Crickets singing Oh Boy.
Yep. It's great.
Nothing better.
You actually got a good memory. Are you a sports fan?
Love sports. I love anything sports I love.
What's your favourite sport?
Rugby league.
Gee, that was easy. Who's your favourite team?
Well, I'm switched because I was born and bred in the St George area, moved up to the Gold Coast, so
You go for the
started to follow
Broncos.
the Broncos.
Yep. The mighty Maroons in State of Origin.
Absolutely. Even though I live in Sydney.
That's a bit of smarter. So
Not
you do.
at all. I
You
do. I go for the Maroons.
What
Go the Maroons.
Up yeah, beauty.
And Essendon in the VFL.
Oh, really?
Yes. I lived in Deniliquin for a long time, and because Deniliquin is just 38 kilometres from the Victorian border, everything is orientated towards Melbourne.
What was your first job?
My first job was at the Overseas Telecommunications Commission in Sydney, sending Morse code.
It was not.
Telegrams. True.
Are you serious?
I'm that old.
You did Morse code.
I did, yeah, da-di-da-dit.
What's that mean?
I can't remember.
If you- Can you remember hello, how are you going?
No, it's too long ago.
So you knew all that all that sort of stuff. Isn't that Morse code?
That's very good.
Is that Morse code?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's
So you
pretty close.
Oh,
Pretty close. But no, that was my first job. And then one night when we were doing a midnight to dawn shift, a larrikin guy that I worked with, we decided to go up to the next floor, and we found a fire extinguisher on the wall. We took the fire extinguisher off the wall, and it slipped out of his hands, and let's say we were terminated the next day because the whole fire extinguisher went everywhere. Oh, it was shocking. I was shocked. We never owned up to it. We still maintained I don't even know whether he's still alive or not, but I remember it vividly because he was the fault of me getting the sack.
Yeah.
From the Overseas Telecommunications Commission doing dit dit da 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 dit and all of that. However you did it.
What's your favourite place you've ever travelled to?
Too many. I love the American South thing. I love Asia. I've been going to Asia all of my life. I've been from
That'd be just to eat.
as well.
Yeah.
No, but I just love Asia. I love the cultures, the different cultures and everything like that. Where else? I love Singapore.
What was the last thing you Googled?
No, I don't know. I have no idea. What a silly question.
Oh, come on. You
That's
just know you can't say it here.
No. They had clothes on.
What was the first band you joined or started?
Oh, the Boy Scouts. I joined the Boy Scouts. They were great days.
Dib dib dub dub.
Yeah, and when I was in Deniliquin, I started the Deniliquin Youth Club down there, and we did everything from going out to the Deniliquin Cemetery, cleaning up the cemetery, to making and selling donuts of a Saturday morning down in the middle of the town to raise money for homeless kids and keeping kids off the street and everything like that. That was great. I enjoyed. They were some of the greatest times of my life. Don't ask me about working in the shearing sheds.
Did you work in the shearing sheds?
I was a rouseabout.
No, you weren't.
And a presser.
You were not.
I mean, look at these muscles. I mean, do you think I got these
You were not.
from eating peanuts?
Yep.
I was a rouseabout, and I had muscles on my muscles, and they were great times. They were fantastic times. I got to meet all the gun shearers and all different rouseabouts. Went out camping for weeks on end, and some of the biggest sheep stations in this country, and they were wonderful days. Yeah.
If you were an animal, which animal would you be?
A little doggy.
What is your favourite moment in your career?
Two.
Two?
I have two. The first one was receiving my first gold record on the Mike Walsh Show from Mike himself, Jade Hurley's 20 Golden Oldens, and receiving a letter from Canberra advising me that I had been nominated for an Order of Australia medal.
Oh, mate, that's pretty special.
Yeah, then nothing comes any more special than that.
Good on you. Well, actually, seriously, congratulations on that.
Thanks, mate.
What's something you're really bad at?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know because I put my heart and soul into everything.
Go on, Christine.
Oh.
The list is too long.
The list is too long. That's good. I don't know.
If you're stranded on a deserted island, what 3 things would you want? Christine.
Depending on whether it had electricity or not, but one would be an electric piano. Next thing would be a computer so I could record the electric piano. Third one would be... next question.
Mate, I hope that piano can bloody cook. Well, I think I can guess this, but what specifically is your favourite food?
Probably salt and pepper king prawns or salt and pepper pork. We love pork as well as king prawns, but we love salt and pepper.
Do you have any weird combinations?
No, only working with you.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty weird too.
It is. It can get weird. It can. Are you a morning person?
No.
Not at all.
Yes, I am. I'm a very early morning person.
That's only go to the toilet.
No, I'm a very early morning person. I work till all hours of the morning because I love recording. And if I can't sleep, I get up, turn the computers on, turn the studio on and work.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I don't know. A superpower.
Well, the looks Christine's given you, the Invisible Man might be good. What's your most used app?
Most used app? Oh, definitely Facebook.
Is there an instrument you wished you learnt to play?
Yes. I was given, my mum, God love her, before she died, she gave me the
Washboard?
choice. No, the choice.
Oh.
She used to do the washing in the washboard then.
Did she?
Yeah, absolutely they did. But she gave me the choice to go to the Nuns at Rockdale to play the violin or to go to old Mr. Sullivan across the road to play the piano. I've never been able to master a violin. No. And I love strings. I love voicing strings when I record.
Yeah.
It just makes strings do something to music that no other instrument does.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a music career, what would you be doing?
I would have given anything to be a doctor.
I can tell you, if I was going in for an operation, they said Jade Hurley's on his way in, I would be off that table and gone. It'd be cured. I'd be cured.
I would be chasing you with the needle and cotton.
No way. No. What's your favourite venue or festival you've played at?
Probably the Cork Opera House with Johnny and June Carter Cash, Johnny Cash and June Carter Cash.
On a day off, would you rather read a book or watch a movie?
Don't read books.
So watch a movie.
Do you know I've only read a couple of books. Biggles Flies North, South East, and I gave up on West. I don't have the temperament to sit down.
Is that all one book?
Biggles Flies South, 2 books. Biggles Flies East, 3 books. Biggles Flies West, I gave up on.
Okay.
Biggles was a pilot.
Yeah, right, yeah. What's your favourite drink?
I love a Brandy Alexander, which you can't get anymore. No one makes Brandy Alexanders.
Don't they?
I can drink Brandy Alexanders like milkshakes.
Have you ever been mistaken for someone else?
No.
You haven't?
Oh, there's a guitarist in New Zealand called Gray Bartlett.
Yeah.
We get mistaken for each other because we've got the white hair now and we both look similar to each other and everything, and he plays guitar, I play piano, but that's it.
Do you have a favourite colour?
Green.
Like your shirt?
Oh, is that green?
He's colourblind.
It is green, isn't it?
I don't know, is it?
Oh, I think so.
Blue.
It's not blue.
Blue.
Okay.
I like your purple hat.
You know, I know red. Do you have any phobias?
Phobias. When the Westgate Bridge collapsed in Melbourne, I was there. I was at Williamstown, 100 yards away from it. We tour in a motorhome, a large motorhome. My phobia is driving over a bridge in the motorhome. I go to water, I freak out. I know I've got to get, because you can't go around or under, but it doesn't stop me from, shocking.
Are you a dog or a cat person?
Dog. Love cats, though, as well.
Okay.
But dog.
What was the first concert you ever went to as a musician or a punter?
Oh, Sydney Stadium, one of Lee Gordon's super rock and roll concerts with Johnny O'Keefe on. Roy Orbison was on it. And I'll never forget because Dave Bridge was the guitarist in the Roy Orbison's backing band called the Joy Boys. Cole Joy's band was the backing band. And one of Dave Bridge's strings broke.
Ah.
Yeah.
What's the best advice ever given to you?
The best advice: be as caring and be as caring as your mum and dad brought you up to be.
Oh, that's lovely, mate.
I don't know any other advice. I mean, Johnny O'Keefe gave me a lot of advice.
I think the one with your mum and dad's pretty bloody good, mate.
Yeah, says it all.
Yep, does. I tell you what, mate, that's been a bit of fun. Thanks for coming down. It's great to have you, Jade
Sorry
Hurley.
to leave it on such a down note.
No, you didn't. I think that was the greatest thing.
Thanks, mate.
Jade Hurley, put your hands together.
Lindsay Waddington, put your hands together.